Your cat didn't bring you a gift. It brought you a performance review. Biologists call it prey presentation behavior, a cat deliberately carrying killed or stunned prey to another individual and depositing it in their presence. Not random, social. The behavior originates in maternal provisioning, the moment a mother cat stops nursing and starts delivering prey to her kittens. That transition, documented across every wild felid species studied, is where this behavior first gets encoded. Domestic cats diverged from Felis sylvestris libica, the Near Eastern wildcat, roughly 10,000 years ago in the Fertile Crescent. Their social architecture was already ancient by then. Domestication compressed the timeline. It didn't erase the wiring. Cats aren't solitary by default. Feral colonies, studied extensively by researcher Roger Tabor, whose 1983 book, The Wildlife of the Domestic Cat, remains a foundational field reference, organize around resource clusters and form loose dominance hierarchies. Within those colonies, experienced adult hunters hold the center. They locate, kill, and carry prey back. Younger or less capable members receive food. The transfer of prey isn't charity, it's instruction. Now consider what your cat observes every day. You don't hunt. You never disappear into the dark and return with prey. From the cat's behavioral framework, this registers as a specific deficit, not moral failure, but functional incompetence. A cat's predatory sequence has 7 distinct phases: orient, stalk, rush, grab, kill bite, carry, and consume. Most domestic cats complete all 7. The carry phase, that deliberate transport of prey, isn't incidental. Most people never register that carry is where the social decision happens. The cat chooses where to bring the prey and to whom. That choice reflects the cat's assessment of social relationship and perceived need. The deposit location matters. Cats consistently bring prey to spaces they associate with the recipient: a bed, a favorite chair, a doorway. They're not leaving it anywhere. They're leaving it for someone, in a place that person inhabits. But live prey complicates the picture. Ethologists interpret this not as cruelty, but as the second stage of maternal instruction, the moment a mother cat delivers stunned prey so kittens can practice the kill. You're being given a lesson, not a trophy. Paul Leyhausen, the German ethologist whose book Cat Behavior, The Predatory and Social Behavior of Domestic and Wild Cats, originally published in 1956 and translated into English in 1979, remains the field's foundational text. He documented that prey delivery to non-kin individuals was consistently tied to established social bonds, not strangers. Here's the counterintuitive part. Indoor cats who've never hunted live prey still run this behavior, but with toys. A cat dragging a stuffed mouse to your feet at 3 in the morning is executing the same social program. The prey is symbolic. The role assignment is not. The behavioral sequence, stalk, carry, deposit, watch, is identical whether the prey is real or synthetic. The behavior runs on social motivation, not hunger. The cat isn't trying to feed you, it's trying to teach you. Cats often vocalize during prey presentation with a specific sound, a trill or chirp, acoustically distinct from a standard meow. Researcher Karen McComb at the University of Sussex, whose lab has published extensively on directed feline vocalizations, identified this call as a contact solicitation signal aimed at a specific individual, not a general broadcast. That trill isn't background noise, It's a directed signal. The cat isn't announcing the prey to the room, it's announcing it to you. The slow blink that sometimes follows is a separate signal. Confirmation that you're attending. The cat is checking for comprehension. Bond strength predicts frequency. A 2021 survey by the University of Lincoln's Animal Behavior Cognition and Welfare Group, covering 1,200 households, found that cats sleeping in the same room as their owner were 3 times more likely to present prey or prey substitutes than cats housed in separate rooms. Closeness drives the behavior. Most people respond to prey presentation by recoiling, scolding, or removing the object fast. From the cat's frame, this is baffling. You've rejected the lesson. You've signaled that you're not only an incompetent hunter, you're an uncooperative one. Behavioral consultants now recommend a specific response. Acknowledge the deposit calmly. Make eye contact with the cat. And don't discard the prey in the cat's presence. This closes the social loop. The cat's program reaches its natural endpoint and terminates. The loop has 3 parts: deposit, acknowledgement, termination. When humans skip the middle step, the cat doesn't conclude the loop, it restarts it. This is why some cats bring prey repeatedly in a single morning. They're not being persistent, they're being patient. A common assumption: neutered cats stop this behavior. They don't. A meta-analysis published in Applied Animal Behavior Science confirmed that prey presentation persists at similar rates in neutered and intact cats alike. The drive is social, not reproductive. When your cat watches you prepare food, it isn't simply waiting to be fed. Ethologist John Bradshaw, in his 2013 book, Cat Sense, documents that cats actively map human food acquisition behavior against their own predatory template and register the mismatch. You produce food from containers, you don't hunt. That gap is real to them. In multi-cat households, the picture sharpens. Cats in established social groups direct prey presentation to the individual they rank as most socially central. Not necessarily the largest or oldest, but the one whose attention carries the most weight. Hierarchy in action. Interactive play sessions using wand toys that simulate prey movement reduce prey presentation frequency. The mechanism is clear. Play completes the predatory sequence and signals to the cat that you can, at minimum, engage with the hunt. You pass the test. The lessons slow down. Move a wand toy in the erratic, unpredictable pattern of real prey. Not circles, but short bursts with pauses. And the cat's predatory sequence fires in full. All 7 phases activate. When the sequence completes, the cat isn't frustrated. It's satisfied. That satisfaction matters. The pattern holds across the entire felid family. Cheetah mothers in the Serengeti have been filmed delivering live gazelle fawns to cubs as old as 12 months, long after the cubs could theoretically kill alone. The instruction period is extended deliberately. Your cat is running the same program. Return to that mouse on the kitchen floor. It's not a gesture of affection in any human sense. It's a data point in an ongoing behavioral assessment. Your cat has been watching you for months, possibly years, and has reached a conclusion. Intervention is required. What shifts over years of cohabitation is the cat's threshold for initiating presentation. Researcher Dennis Turner, who conducted long-term studies of cat-human interaction, published in The Domestic Cat, The Biology of Its Behavior, found that cats adjust social signaling frequency based on accumulated response history. Every deposit that goes unacknowledged raises that threshold. Cats who stop presenting prey to a particular person aren't getting lazy. Turner's research documented that social withdrawal signals in cats, including cessation of prey delivery, correlate with reduced owner responsiveness scores measured over observation periods of 6 months or longer. Silence here is a reclassification. The most significant gap in this research is longitudinal tracking of individual cat-human pairs across multi-year periods. The Companion Animal Welfare Council has flagged this as a priority, noting that existing studies rarely exceed 12 weeks of observation. What cats actually learn about specific humans over years and how that shapes presentation behavior remains unmeasured. Somewhere tonight, a cat is standing in a doorway with something in its mouth, running a behavioral sequence that Leyhausen first described in 1956, and researchers are still mapping today. The cat has assessed your hunting competence, your responsiveness, your social rank. It has made a decision. What happens next is up to you. Next time your cat deposits something at your feet, don't recoil. Pause. Make eye contact. Acknowledge it calmly. Close the loop. You're not accepting a gift. You're passing a test that's been running since the first wildcat decided a human settlement was worth living near.